So, SpaceX is a pretty unique company. As you mentioned, obviously the pioneer for companies staying private longer. They've been around for 23 years. It is the largest private company in the world. Really incredible business. And what's not appreciated about the business is actually how capital efficient it's been.
Mhm.
The company has only raised $10 billion in its life cycle as a 23-year-old business. We had the pleasure of being invested in Uber, which is an incredible business, and Uber raised significantly more than that in the private markets. And the reason for that was SpaceX has been cash flow positive most of the life cycle of the business. The core business, the launch business, for years had negative working capital, and therefore the only way to invest in that business was actually through their tenders that they were running.
Mhm.
They started running tenders because they were competing against aerospace talent from Boeing, all these other places that could offer larger packages and more liquid packages. And so they started running these tenders as strategically. And we had the fortune of being one of the investors that were kind of close to the company and around for a long time, and were able to build a position. And it's an interesting example where a company stayed private for a long time, so there's a lot of value creation in the private markets. And uniquely, the only way to access that value and participate in that was through secondary and being a liquidity partner or one of the liquidity partners for the company. And so that story has now obviously played out where more and more companies have kind of followed in SpaceX's footsteps from a staying private longer and compounding the private markets, and then also kind of using liquidity strategically and picking liquidity partners like us.